Hi guys, what's up? It's me, Rebecca Black, the Bexa Boss Lady, and also a Boss Lady resale. I have some super exciting news to share. I was selected as one of the speakers at PoshFest 2017 this year. It's going to be the weekend of September 29th. If you're going to be there, let me know. My session is on creating a balance with reselling and your home life and all of that kind of stuff. My session is going to be on Saturday at 1:30. As of today is August 14th. Happy birthday, Mom. And I'm super excited to be going to PoshFest. I love sharing my story. I love meeting other resellers and helping them, as you guys know if you've watched my other videos. And so I am just really excited about this opportunity to learn and grow, and conferences are such a great way to do that. So like I said, I'm going to be speaking at Poshmark. Come see me at PoshFest 2017. I'd love to meet you. If you're gonna come, comment below, come follow me on Instagram and let me know, Boss Lady Resale on Instagram. And let's talk about Poshmark. Let's talk about pricing and profits. So I am just gonna get started with the super basics. We are gonna pretend like we have an item. Oops, sorry. I didn't realize I lifted myself out of the chair, out of the view. All right, so we are gonna pretend we have an item, and I don't have any. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, hold on. All right, let's pretend we are gonna list these basketball shorts. Hold on, I got something. All right, so we are gonna pretend that we are gonna list these Nike basketball shorts, okay? And for the sake of it being a women's, not only women anymore, but it primarily, we'll pretend like these are women's shorts. And what I want to teach you is there really is no right or wrong way to to price your, actually that's not true. There is a wrong way to price your stuff, and it's to price it way too high and likely alienate people because they're gonna think that you aren't serious about selling your item or it's priced too high. The only time I price my items high is when I am wanting to keep something. So, God, sorry guys, I'm having like these horrible hot flashes. Chronic illness, it's awesome. So anyway, anyway, all right, so to get the pricing right, we need to do a little bit of research. So when I price my items high, it's typically because it's something that I want to keep and I don't want to get rid of it if it sells for a lower price. I'd rather make more money on it. So, and what typically happens on those items is after a while I realize I don't really have to have those items and I just give up on it and let it go, you know, like I just, okay, I'm just gonna sell this because I don't really need it. So the first thing that I want you to do when you get a product is you probably want to research the retail price of it. And so if you're just getting started, just searching what these basic pants are called. Now for Nike stuff, if you don't already know this, there is I think all of the Nike products have a number on them, and it's in one of these tags, and it's a 6-digit - 3-digit number, and you can use that number to identify their products and find it online. A lot of people put them in their eBay listings. I do, because that way people can find these specific items. So if you look up these products online, your first thing you're gonna do is try to find the retail price. And then you wanna think about what the condition of your item is. So these, I mean, you can tell they're worn, they've been washed. There's no stains or holes in them. They don't smell. If they smell, I do wash them. And you know, they're in pretty decent shape. So for me, I will then use the retail price, the item, and I will search different websites to see what the average selling price is of them. Now, basically I just scroll through eBay and Poshmark and show you, you know, look at what they are selling for. If you haven't watched any of my other videos, I really encourage you to do so. I show you in more of a, you know, deeper way on how to go through and check for sold listings on here. So if you are on your Poshmark app, and we're gonna search, you're gonna go up here to the search bar, and we're gonna type in Nike, well, let's do men's, so we can, men's Nike basketball, spell it right, shorts, and I still spelled it wrong. Okay, And so once you, I don't know why shirt showed up because I definitely searched shorts. So in that case, we are gonna go to category. So up on the top here are all of the things that you can filter and search by. So we're gonna search by availability, and we're gonna search the sold items. So sold, and then we're gonna click, it automatically puts your size in there, so I always deselect that. And then we're gonna look at condition. It's not new, so we don't have to worry about that. We're gonna look at category. So we're gonna go category, men, shorts, athletic. And there you go. There are these. So then you can further sort by brand, right? So brand, and you're just gonna type Nike into the brand, and there you go. So now we have all of the sold items on Poshmark. You can even break it down to color, size, anything that you, if there's a special thing about it, if they're Jordans or Kevin Durant's or I don't know, whatever, I don't know, any of these guys, you can search by that. So if you look at these, there's really a wide range of them being sold. There's some for $5, there's some for $12, there's $20, $30. Most of them, it looks like, are selling for around $15 if you look at this. So what I would do is price these at about $20. And that way you have room for offers, and you also have room to lower the prices if you are trying to get more action on your website, on your listing. So the ideal price is to have your item Poshmark recommends 75% off of the retail price. So if you figure these shorts probably retail are about what, $60, $65, and so 25% of that, let's just say 60 is 12 plus 6, so 18 bucks. So that's about right. So that's a really good indicator. Now, if you have an item that is new with tags, or it's a rare item or a highly sought after item, you definitely can get away with listing higher. You've heard me talk about 7 for All Mankind, Dojo jeans, those you can price higher. Lululemon can price higher if it's in a good shape. You can also sometimes price Lululemon above retail value if that item is, rare, hard to find, or really highly sought after. So I actually have sold several Lululemon items in the past that were my own personal collection for almost retail price. So there really is no true rhyme or reason. It's dependent on the brand, the style, how new it is. If it's a really super old item, it's probably not gonna command a good price unless, like right now, their 90s are in style, and Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein from the 90s. That kind of stuff will command a little bit of a higher value when normally it would not. So, you have to look at the trends and what things are selling for on Poshmark and eBay. If you cross list on Poshmark and eBay, that's totally fine. That way you have an idea of, what they're selling for. I've talked to people who their items sell for more on Poshmark, and I've talked to people whose items sell for more on, whose items sell more on eBay than they do on Poshmark, and then vice versa, Poshmark and then on eBay. So really, it just depends on, what you're selling, who your market is, who's following you, and that kind of stuff. So the next thing is to think about your cost. So if you are going to thrift stores or consignment stores and buying these things, my advice to you, and it's something that I should be giving myself advice for, and if you watch my other videos, you'll see that that definitely is a goal of mine, is to get the cost per item down for me. So when I'm looking for items to sell, I'm trying to get them on around $3, $4. Right now, my average cost is about $5 something. So going forward, any new item I get is gonna be drastically lower, just so I can make sure that my profit margins, it's, buy low, sell high, and if you're gonna do multiple quantities or just sell high-end stuff, you wanna make sure that you have room to make money there. So, if I would have bought these for $6, I sell them for $15, Posh takes 20%, that's $12, you know, I'm hardly making, this isn't even worth taking the pictures and getting it ready and washing it and listing it stuff. So right now I'm just trying to get rid of old inventory that I made bad buying decisions, and moving forward, making really good decisions as far as pricing and things like that. It's really hard when you get into the stores and you're like, oh my God, this is so cute, I love it. And you're like, well, it's $7, should I get it? Probably not, but you know, the emotion fills you up and you just kind of get all excited about it. And now at this point, I need to think smarter so I can work not as hard and get more money out of my items. Okay, so like I said, Poshmark takes 20%, and they take $2.95 if it's under $15. So you have to take that into account as well when you are taking offers. You have to know how much you paid for your item. If you're taking offers, you know, remember that you have to deduct that 20% from there. If it's a very large bundle, don't forget, if it weighs more than 5 pounds, you are responsible for buying the extra postage for that thing. So if you have someone come and want 10 items from you, there's a good chance it's gonna weigh more. So you have to take that into consideration when you're thinking about your bundle prices, right? Now, people get so upset about lowball offers. I've talked about this before in other videos. There are very few times where I decline an offer. I probably decline offers maybe once or twice a month. And typically it's on like a $100 item that someone offered me $5 for. I very rarely do that. And sometimes, I've also talked about this before, you would just have to swallow your pride and accept the offer. I mean, what is $2 or $4 when, you know, you could just have it and get it out of your house? That's kind of where I'm at, unless it's a hot item. Now, recently, I have had someone on Poshmark that kept asking me and trying to lowball me and send me offers and talk about the price in the comment section. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I ended up selling them for full price on eBay a few hours later. So it's a benefit to cross-listing, but you also have to know, like I said, what they're selling for, what the value of that item is in the current market is so important. And this is why I really, really preach to everybody that's just getting started reselling and selling things out of your house to start with your own items out of your own house and kind of practice and learn and get to know it before you spend $1 on this little side hustle business. Now, offers need to go through the offer button on Poshmark. So on Poshmark, there is, like, let's say we're gonna go, let's go to my closet here. Actually, I don't know if I can make an offer on my own. Yeah, you can't. Okay, hold on, let me find something. So my likes, let's go to these boots. Okay, so let's say I am gonna buy these boots right here. They're down here, it says offer. You click offer, and then you're gonna put in whatever the amount is that you wanna offer. Now, if the seller accepts the payment is processed immediately, which is something that I really love. Opposed to eBay, it takes forever for some people to pay, and doing the whole did not pay, you know, dang and all that crap, it really gets annoying. So make sure you're waiting 3 hours before you ship your item. That, you know, thinking about when you're doing your bundles, what you're gonna price it as and things like that. So the bundle discounts are the seller can set their Poshmark seller discounts. So on Poshmark, you just go in to the main screen here and you scroll down to My Seller Tools. This is also where you can put your store in vacation mode. I'll talk about that in another video. But you hit set seller discount, and you can put whatever you want in here for your seller discount. I have it as before Poshmark allows you to make offers on bundles. I had it at a higher rate, but now I lowered it since most people offer you a lower amount than your bundle price anyway. And that's just something that you have to consider. Is that total bundle price worth accepting for those items in that bundle? Now, there's a new feature that they rolled out called the dressing room, and when you go into the dressing room, you go to the little hangers up in the top. There's little hangers up here in the very top of the screen, and you're gonna go to My Dressing Rooms as far as selling. And so there are a few people in here who have liked my stuff or bundled it. We're gonna filter it by bundles and view dressing room. So this person but just has one thing in here, pair of shoes. So I can offer her a special price through the dressing room. I've had some success selling this way. Not everyone is interested in buying at that moment. Sometimes I put things personally into a bundle of someone else's closet just so I can see what the price is with their seller discount and evaluate if I want to do it. So not everyone that builds a bundle is going to purchase from you, and that's just, you know, the way that it goes. All right, we talked about lowballing. Let me think if there's anything I'm missing about pricing. So like I said, once you accept an offer, that offer is, you know, that's the offer. You wait 3 hours, you ship it. The way that you get your money is it sits in your little Poshmark account here, and this little green dot up here is a little, and it shows you, you know, how much money in your balance. So like right now I have $267 pending, and these are items that I've already shipped out and the buyer has to accept. So the buyer has 3 days from the date it's scanned as delivery to accept the item and file for a return. That way, if it's just delivered and they don't open it up, then you automatically get paid and they cannot return the item. The only thing that they can do at that point is then, you know, give you a low star review, which I've talked about that in a different video. So if you're interested in learning more about the reviews and how to handle them, negative reviews or whatever, look at another video that I have in my channel. And so then you can request a check, I think. I don't know. Mine just direct deposits into my account, and I typically do it every week. And let me see. Check. Yeah, you can request a check. So whatever money is in your account, you just transfer it when it becomes available, and then you do whatever you want with it. Now, if you are going to be running a true business out of this, I really highly recommend talking to an accountant to do, you know, possibly an LLC, or the ways you can do write-offs and your mileage and your taxes and all of those kind of things. I'm not an accountant. I don't feel comfortable talking about it or giving advice, except to say that the best thing to do is consult a accountant on whether or not it makes sense for you to do this. Now, today is August 14th, 2017. My husband and I are doing a webinar on Sunday, August 20th, 2017. It's going to be live, and this is going to be an awesome data webinar for the basics. So if you're just getting started, or you've been started and you're really trying to, you know, ramp it up, or you don't know where to go, this definitely is going to be the webinar for you. We're going to use Google Sheets, and everyone's going to have access to it. So, you know, please join us. There's a link in the description below to sign up. I'm so excited. There's a couple hundred people already registered for it. So I think it's going to be a really great event. Yes, it will be available to you after the fact, and that will be on my website at bexabosslady.com. So if you have any more questions about pricing, profits, or any of that, don't hesitate to ask me. I try to answer everyone's questions in the comments on YouTube once a week, so bear with me if I, you know, I'm not getting back to you. I'm really busy listing and shipping and all of that stuff. The other thing that I want to say, and someone mentioned this under one of my other videos, is that, you know, they've gone to my Poshmark and they shared me and I never shared them back. I wish I had time in the day to sit and share everyone that shared my stuff. You guys, I get like hundreds of shares a day, and I could spend hours all day just sharing everyone's closet. So I try to share people who share a lot of my stuff at once or during parties, and I'm also not always on Poshmark. So I'm listing, I have other, you know, side hustles that I do, and that I'm not always sitting there looking at Poshmark to share. So sometimes when I go on, I have, you know, 100 notifications and I just can't get to everybody. So please know I'm not ignoring you. I appreciate it so much, and I really do try to share everybody as much as I can. I just filmed a video about my lipstick. It's also on my YouTube page if you're interested in what I use and why I love it so much. Go watch that video. It's not too long. As always, I love you guys so much. I could not do any of this. I wouldn't do any of this if you weren't so responsive and so amazing. you know, going through this venture with me, and, you know, my journey with dealing with a chronic illness and trying to run a business and all this stuff. So I truly appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. And all the comments and the messages, I read them all, and they go really straight to my heart. So thank you so much. All of my links and stuff are in the description section of this video. Don't forget to watch some other ones on Poshmark if that's what you're interested in. And don't forget to sign up for PoshFest 2017. I'm speaking on Saturday at 1:30. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.